everybody, John 12 back here again with another video, and today is Comic-Con weekend. Of course, Batman v Superman's official Comic-Con panel just finished off. They gave us the entire cast talking about Batman v Superman, awesome, but they officially released a new trailer. We already knew that allegedly there was going to be a new trailer, but of course it has hit online already. The official Comic-Con trailer has officially come out, thank God, because I'm just saying, if we had to go through that shit of like, oh no, copyright strikes all over again, and the wackiness that Warner Brothers did last time, I would lose my shit. But we got the trailer. I just finished watching it. My head, I can't even see anymore. I can't even talk anymore. I just want to get up. I want to grab my wallet and start tossing out money to this fucking movie because the hype is real. The DC cinematic universe is fucking awesome. I don't even know what to say anymore. But that being said, let's get right into this trailer. I'm gonna give you my official review for it now, and I'm gonna definitely give you the various Easter eggs of what happened in this trailer afterwards, which will probably be either later today, tomorrow, or during the week. But that being said, let's get right into this official trailer. Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice Comic-Con trailer is obviously an extension of what happened last time. Obviously, we get a good cinematic recap of what happened in Man of Steel. Obviously, the Superman versus General Zod fight. We get, obviously people getting riled up as to, what kind of hero the Earth really needs with this super god around, and of course, which is obviously something that was a major, standing point for the first trailer. And of course, we get a good recap of what Bruce Wayne was going through during the Man of Steel events. And of course, he was there. Of course, we already seen the set photos, so you already know the general gist. But essentially, he was there. He saw his people die. He saw various people in Metropolis die. So of course, that's going to be the main obviously rift between these two characters wanting to fight each other. And then of course, we get tons of great footage of Lex Luthor. We get some great footage of Batman working out, Bruce Wayne, talking to Alfred, Jeremy Irons and awesomeness. Of course, Superman talking with Lois Lane, and of course, Ma Kent discussing, what he really needs to do, how people don't really understand what, things that they can't really get into, of course, because, the main thing about Batman v Superman is, of course, how the world deals with Superman and how Batman has to deal with Superman now that, the cat's out of the bag and shit just hits the fan. Various people start coming out of the woodworks. Lex Luthor is obviously the main villain in this whole thing. He comes across kryptonite, uses it against Superman. We get some actual Wonder Woman footage in this trailer, which I was really not expecting. I really wanted it to be, but I really wasn't expecting that they would show Wonder Woman footage this early, but she's in the freaking trailer, and she's kicking fucking ass. And we get majority of the third act of this trailer is essentially just Batman fighting the living shit out of freaking Superman, Superman beating the living shit out of Batman, various other footage of that. You can definitely tell that this movie is definitely going to have a larger scope. Just looking at the cinematics alone, and the story just looks like it's 10 times more improved from what we saw in Man of Steel. I mean, granted, the Man of Steel trailers are awesome, and, depending on your personal preference of what Man of Steel, the final product, was, I personally loved it. A lot of people have their various problems with it, and I can tell, when you look at the trailers, you can't really judge the movie based off a trailer, because the trailer is, it is what it is. But this new trailer for Batman v Superman really shows the scope of this new universe now that there's more heroes other than just Superman, and now that there's a Batman, and then there's a Wonder Woman, and you have this guy Lex Luthor who's obviously hating on Superman and superheroes in general. Oh god, there's just so much badass awesome stuff that happens in this new trailer. I personally love it. I personally think it's significantly much better than the trailer we got last time. If you go back and look at my review on the teaser trailer, I personally loved it. I had no qualms with the trailer. A lot of people did. It was definitely the most controversial teaser trailer that came out, but at the end of the day, this trailer definitely blows down the doors. I love the way these characters look together. I mean, you can definitely tell that there's a good color change because, a lot of people wanted to see a more colorful Superman, and you kind of get that in this movie. I mean, obviously, it's very monotone in specific scenes, but overall you can tell that this is the new Superman that the world has, and this is this current Batman and how he is in this new universe and how he needs to come out of retirement and start kicking ass and slaying ass and being the Dark Knight. This trailer was just really awesome overall. I have to give it a good. I don't even know what my last rating was, and I'm reviewing this post just watching it, so my personal opinion could change. But as of right now, this very second, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. That may be giving it way more than it probably deserves, depending on your personal preference of the movie, because I know there's still tons of people who are against this movie or don't think it's going to be good at all and don't have any real belief in the DC Cinematic Universe. But after seeing this trailer and seeing the various awesome footage and Easter eggs that I will be getting into in a second video, and the various footage we got from the fights, from the action, from the global destruction, from Wonder Woman, who's freaking something that I really wanted to see, from Batman kicking ass, Superman, using his powers, Lex Luthor, Jesse Eisenberg. I was surprised that he was killing it, but he was freaking killing it. A lot of people, the two main things for this movie that a lot of people aren't really on terms with is Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman and Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor. After seeing this trailer, I have no real major qualms with them. I mean, granted, we don't know how significant the roles are, so we have to wait to see the final product, which will happen next year. But after seeing this trailer, I can be at peace. I am one with the Force, if you will, which, of course, Star Wars was at Comic-Con, but we're going to get to that in a possible second video. But that being said, the trailer was awesome. I love the Comic-Con trailer. It's significantly more badass and awesome than the first teaser trailer we got. I don't know if they're going to officially show us a second trailer that's not this one, because, there's been hints that there's going to be another trailer that's, not the Comic-Con version, but this is the Comic-Con extended trailer. Hope you guys enjoyed my review. I give it a 10 out of 10. Let me know what you personally thought about it in the comment section below. What did you think about Ben Affleck's Batman and how he deals with this new universe, this cinematic universe? What are your personal thoughts on Superman returning and, Big Blue, of course? What are your personal thoughts on Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor? We got a good couple scenes with him. I still don't know why he still has hair, but we'll get into that obviously later on. And of course, what are your real major opinions on Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman? We got only a few glimpses of her in there, but she looked pretty badass, if I had to say so. So I really feeling very much more optimistic than I was prior. But overall, the action, let me know what you personally think. The story, let me know what you personally think. If you had to compare the teaser trailer to this new Comic-Con trailer, what are your personal thoughts about them? And let me know what your personal thoughts are on Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice overall in the comment section below. I hope you guys enjoyed my review. Definitely check out my teaser trailer review, which I'll probably have a link towards somewhere on this video or somewhere on my channel. Just go to my channel and you'll check it out. I've been talking about Batman v Superman for past 2 years already, so you're bound to find something that I've talked about this movie. Comment below, let me know, subscribe to my channel. Hope you guys enjoyed. This has been John 12.